Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Go, slide! 20!
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Go!
Now a first down throw. Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see The offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
180.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. There he goes, Julian Edelman. Touchdown, Titans. Julian Edelman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense... They've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
I got number 80. Cut! Like 20!
On first down, it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and we understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Second and 10, off again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Throwing on 3rd. Wrong. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Patriot!
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples.
All right,
but I
now,
always
lucky
love on
56,
these offsides
lucky
is when
56.
each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that
Hurry
one
up, here we
correctly.
go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Let's go one more.
Now Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there. A Tennessee first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher,
Right, now,
tight end, or
lucky
wide
56,
receiver
lucky
that has
56.
taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for
All right, now, lucky
bailing
56,
out some of the
lucky
throws that
56.
quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jordy Nelson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So he's got his first catch here before halftime. He goes for a first down. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. Here's Goff now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing like that. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you just have a few minutes backs there.
And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to not grab it away and bring up second down.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's third down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to run a little bit above the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Goff now to throw. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Hey, you got 3. Go, son! 20.
To the air again. Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Albert Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know during the week in practice. And look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Guys, double tight. 4 down. Alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Record. Detroit! Detroit! 54, right there.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
4 down. Check. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll kick things off with an AFC East clash in upstate New York. Buffalo hosting New England. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Bruce Ellington, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Pierre Garçon, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Robbie Anderson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The return man is Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. An update now from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Alex Smith, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
Hey, we gotta go. Here we go now. Boom, line it.
On first down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know you feel that.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, hit ball.
Another run, this time McCaffrey shifts by him. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start ahead. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
180.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now gone. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're running right through it. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run, Cook, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. But they'll be able to convert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We go, Salah! White 20!
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
All right, here we go.
Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, it just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Flushed out right. It's caught. Nelson. And able to get this one across the 44. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Now a handoff for play. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always tell his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. See that trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We got 4. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5.
Three down.
And they do get it down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
Here we go now.
That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now we give it a big fullback Juszczyk. Now he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Looking for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mike, 20.
On second and 10, Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Time for a break. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
180.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. People are going to go for it on fourth down. They believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, this is Drake. Dances by him. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point. They have gone final now in Cincinnati, and the Steelers coming away victorious there. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover that chance.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
120.
On 1st down, it's gone. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. One last throw here for Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Titans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.